don't hold a candle to a shining star-filled night, and those busy streets are filled with people who don't know what it's like. And the thrills of all the cities with their buildings in the sky never compare to the way I feel when I'm Rocky Mountain high. So I'm coming home, yeah, I'm coming back home. Living the dream means one thing, coming home. Yeah, I'm coming home.
Hello, good morning, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm currently on Miracle Mountain and soon I'm going to be heading down to the new project property, but before I do that I need to go and see how the animals are and let them out so they can free range for the day. Good morning, Matilde. You ready to come out? Yeah? Sticking her face right through the fence. Margot's standing proud on the doorstep of our house, which is a horse box that I repurposed for them to live in, and it's worked out really nicely. Margot. She's not interested. She's looking down at her food. Next up, the chickens. Come on then. Oh, straight out. Come on then. The goats are now following me and they will head up to around the lake and graze for the day and eat all of the brambles and all of the weeds that I don't want around the lake. And I'm going to be working on the lake really soon, actually, before the big rains come. We had some rain just the other day, which is amazing because it means that the fire risk is lower. It means that I can use tools that I couldn't otherwise, and it's just generally good. So I can't wait for the first big rains this year to see the lake refill. It's really cool seeing how amazing it looked before, and once I've cleared everything that I want to around it, it's going to look even better this year. So now the animals are happy, I'm obviously happy and ready to go and get some work done. As I said before, I'm absolutely loving this project. The workshop is going to be great, and then I can't wait to move on to like some serious stuff inside the house. Let's go. Today is floor painting day and I'm excited about that. You can see I've got a light on the floor because I don't have any lights here. Thank you for all of the suggestions for this light up here, the LED one that I bought. It's definitely faulty, so I need to take that back and see if I can get a refund and replace it with a new one. But I'm excited to see how this space is gonna be transformed with the floor painted. So yesterday I had a little bit of time in the evening, so I came down and actually patched some of the holes in the main area of the floor. But over here you can see there's more to patch. So what I'm going to do first is patch that now, and then that will have enough time to dry before I paint it. This area is probably going to be painted tomorrow. I'm just going to see how far the one tub of paint goes. I'll probably start on this side, see how much I can cover, and then if I have to go out and buy another tub, I can do over this side after. So I went to the store and I couldn't find anything to do the cap for here to cover the wires. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see the screen, but I found this in my house that I'm not using and we're never going to use. It was just left by the previous owner, so I'm going to repurpose this completely free, take the wires out, I'm going to spray paint it as close I can get match to what's already up there. And I think that will look really nice and finish off the pool table lights nicely and keep all the wires neat and tidy. So I have just finished filling all of the holes and the gaps just in the entranceway there, because I want the paint to come all the way out to this line where it used to here. I think that'd be a really nice finish. And then what I'm thinking is here on this massive veranda area, obviously there's all this stuff that I need to go through and see what I'm keeping and what I'm not. But this area on the veranda, I'm thinking some really nice rustic tiles would look amazing. And I'm really happy with that job. It came out really nicely. It dries so quickly, that stuff, so you have to work really fast. So before I carry on with the stone cottage workshop behind me, I want to say a big thank you to today's sponsor, Incogni. Here's something most people don't realise. There are hundreds of companies out there called data brokers. Their whole business is collecting and selling personal information about you. Your phone number, email, home address, even details about your relatives. Anyone from marketers to scammers can buy that information, and once it's out there, it doesn't just stay in one place. It spreads across countless websites. You can try and contact each one of these companies yourself, but honestly, that would take hundreds of hours and constant follow-ups because your data often reappears, and that's where Incogni comes in. They automatically reach out to data brokers on your behalf and make sure your data gets removed not just once, but repeatedly. They also have a custom removal feature. If you find your personal information on a website, just send them the link and their team will handle it. It's hassle-free, and honestly, it gives me peace of mind knowing that my personal details aren't just floating around online for anyone to grab them. So if you want to protect your privacy and make yourself harder to track down, then use the link in my description and use code indieprojects and you'll get 60% off an annual plan. Thanks again to Incogni for sponsoring today's video. And now let's get back on with some painting. And now the next stage is to fill the light. So I'm gonna mix up a different type of concrete, but first I need to go and get the hammer drill and kind of make this nice and flat. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a big lip around the outside right there. So I need to chip all this off, chisel it all off flat, and then I can render this nicely and then put the cap on, paint the cap so it's similar to this, and it should look really, really smart. I have just created the biggest mess, and I knew it would be messy, and that's why I rendered the ceiling before I painted the floor. So I got a lot of tidying up to do, but check it out, it's turned out really nicely. So here's how it's turned out, and it's really nice. I've matched it obviously to the rest of the ceiling, so it's nice and smooth, it's nice and seamless. And once that's painted, you'll barely even be able to know that that was ever a void in the ceiling. And what I'm going to do now is here spray that cap I mentioned earlier in the video, and I've actually brought down from Miracle Mountain my spray booth. How technical is this spray booth? But it does the job. Fingers crossed this stuff actually looks like the other ones. It's going to be close enough for what I need. It sits in the middle, it's not going to be super obvious, but that is what I found in the store, and to be honest, if it turns out anything like the lid, I'll be very happy.
Where there's too many people in this town, there's not enough space to go around. And I've been working, I've been saying, I've been thinking. Well, I think I just seen Jesus Christ. He's hiding in between the neon lights, in the bar rooms, in the bedrooms, in the card rooms. So I'll do my best to try and say my goodbye. Time will tell if I make it. I'll be out for the rest of my life. Someone told me that this place would be so cold. All them stories of gold have all been told in the bar the mountain, down the highway. I'll do my best to try and say my goodbye. Time will tell if I make it. I'll be on the road the rest of my life.
That is really smelly stuff, but it went really well. I've just finished half of the room, well, probably 3/4 of the room, and I'm pretty sure I've got enough in the tub to do the rest, but I thought it would go on thicker, but actually it's probably going to need another coat, so I'm going to have to go out and get another tub, I think. It is a hard pill to swallow because it's €100 a tub, but I don't want it patchy. I want it to be like a nice solid colour, and it's going to last forever, so it's worth doing it properly. But I'm really happy with the results actually. It's yeah, I think I already said it's smelly stuff. Check this out though. I am really happy with the results. It's looking very clean and smart. So obviously you can see that side there, and I've come all the way up just to that step so I can let the work that I did today dry out. But there it is. You can see it's drying a little bit patchy in places. I put it on as thick as I could because I really wanted just to do one coat, but I think one thin coat over the top, once I've moved all of that stuff over to this side and then done a first coat over there, I'm pretty sure then I can just do one thin coat over the whole entire place and it'll be done. But pretty sure I've got to leave this now for 72 hours. And look who's come to inspect my work. It's Furrnando. What are you doing? Oh, you want feeding, so you've come all the way down here just so you can have some food. Please don't go in there. Furrnando, no. Furrnando. Oh, come on. He literally put his paw on it and realised that it was paint and then headed back out. I better shut the door. I was going to leave the door open, but now Furrnando's been in there, I'm going to shut it because imagine I go in there and the wild boar, to be fair, this area's all fence, but imagine a wild animal climbs over the fence and then just walks all in my paint. That would not be good. There we go, a Furrnando footprint. I'm going to leave that. Time to unplug this light and head out of here because it is extremely smelly. So it is the next morning and obviously I'm currently on Miracle Mountain right now, but I'm going to head down to the new project property because I'm excited to carry on with the various different jobs that need doing down there. It is cold this morning, like really cold. I'm pretty sure it's about 12 or 13 degrees, which for Portugal, it feels freezing, even though I'm in the mountains and I get a proper winter here. Even snow sometimes and some ice. The lake freezes over at some points. It's just, you go through the whole summer with this really warm weather and then suddenly it just changes. So I've just arrived back at the new project property and honestly I'm excited to open up the door and see how the paint is looking. It's definitely going to need a second coat, but that's fine. And today I'm going to do more painting, so I'll show you what I'm going to get up to. Okay, so this is how it's looking. I am really happy with it. Obviously this isn't the natural lighting of what it's going to be, but you can see definitely needs a second coat because it's patchy. Some places are slightly thicker than others. You can see down here, you can see through it a little bit, but once I get a second coat on there, this colour, if I come back out the door so you can see a little bit better, is going to look really nice. And obviously in this area I'm probably going to put a rug and make it feel more cosy. At the moment it looks a bit clinical because it's just white and grey, but once I start to add my belongings and all of my tools in this area, and I've got my workbenches set up, it's going to be really nice. I really like the kind of separation between work and play. So I'm going to mix up some white paint now and get a coat on here. It might need 2 to cover this fresh render on the ceiling, but then I can add the nice cap that I sprayed yesterday, and I'm going to do a second coat on that cap right now. So this is how it's looking. I'm really happy with it, and I did used to be a graffiti artist when I was younger, so I know my way around a spray can, and it was actually really nice. I'm going to do another coat now, and I've even thought like maybe getting like a local artist in to do some sort of mural on the wall. What do you guys think? Shall I try and find a local artist and pay them to do like a really cool design on the wall? I think that'd be really nice. But yeah, I'm going to paint this now and give it a second coat, and then essentially once the area that I just showed you is painted, then this can go on and I can call that a day, and that whole kind of pool table area is done as soon as the floor has the second coat. It's a bit of a process, all of this stuff, but I believe that you just do it once, do it properly, and it's going to last a long time. You won't need to do it again. Right, so I reckon that is enough painting for today, but I've spotted just beyond the pool some amazing looking grapes, so I'm going to pick some right now. So these grapes are just in front of the secret garden and hanging over this fence line, and I haven't owned this property at this time of year yet, so it's really cool to see how many grapes are actually here hanging over the fence, and they look so nice. They really do, look at that. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna make some grape juice, some cordial or something like that. Let me know in the comments if you've got any ideas, apart from wine obviously, of what I can make with these grapes.
And I've been singing, and I've been drinking, I've been working, and I've been drinking, and I've been singing, I've been thinking, I've been working, I've been drinking, and I've been singing, I've been drinking, I've been working, I've been thinking, and I've been singing, I've been drinking, I've been working.
So I just picked absolutely loads of grapes, which is exciting. Don't forget, leave me a comment about what I could actually do with them, any recipes, cooking, or any juices or anything like that. But I actually worked up a sweat. So what I'm going to do now is, obviously I'm in the truck now, so I'm just going to head to a local river and go for a swim to kind of finish off the day, because it has warmed up a lot since this morning. It was really cold this morning.
I'll be humble the rest of my life. I'll be humble the rest of my life.
I have just arrived at the river beach and I am so ready to get in that water. I know it's going to be ice cold. This is straight from the mountain, the highest mountain in mainland Portugal, and it's going to be cold. It's so nice here. Look at this white sandy beach and then the colour of the water. It's crystal clear. So inviting. It doesn't get much better than this. Look at that. A nice little sandy beach with the parasols, surrounded by mountains and the cleanest water you'll find in Portugal. This is one of my absolute favourite things to do after a long day working. It's so nice to come for an ice cold swim in the river. Like I said, it's straight from the highest mountain in Portugal. Unbelievably clean. There's so much wildlife and fish, and it's just wonderful. I love it. And that is why I'm here. But thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to get home, eat some really delicious food, have a good night's sleep, and then repeat it all again tomorrow.